Have you guys ever heard atheists say there's no such thing as objective truth? I like to ask them, is that statement true? When atheists say there's no such thing as objective morals, I say, is that your car right there? And they say, yes. And I said, so if I go get my foot and I reel back and put a big dent in it, it's not really objectively wrong, right? So you shouldn't call the police? Because I'm about to go put a dent in your car. So, do you believe in objective morals? Watch how, when it applies to real world instances, watch how their stupid atheism goes out the door. They cannot live their atheist worldview because it's retarded. It doesn't mesh up. It doesn't align with reality. All right, you guys, get ready. Buckle up. We're continuing our series of videos titled How Atheism Makes You Stupid. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join us again for another edition of our series, How Atheism Makes You Stupid. So let's get on the motorcycle, and I have the list here and my formerly Bible page turning fingers. You know, I used to be an atheist, in full disclosure, but I was a kid when I was an atheist. So let's get some cool air going into this motorcycle, and let's go through the list. And then I'm going to be hitting the freeway. Have you guys ever been on the motorcycle on the freeway? Oh my goodness, it's fun. All right, let's start off with the list. First of all, atheism has no explanatory scope. People say, as if they're atheists, they'll say they lack a belief in God, but that doesn't really explain, well, how did the universe get here? How was DNA, which is a language, by the way, a complex language, and we know language can only be created by intelligence, by a mind. So the first thing that makes atheists stupid is they think that by saying they're atheists that this explains things. It doesn't explain anything. The Christian has explanatory scope with his beliefs. Now, another thing too, recently a trans, this is a biological man that pretending he's a woman. A trans made a video response to my video, How Atheism Makes You Stupid, and he said I was confused. He doesn't even know his anus is for defecation, not penetration. Yet he's saying I'm the confused one. Please. This leads me to the next thing on the list. Atheists like to say science, they go by science, when it's really the Christians that are smack dab in the bullseye of what modern science teaches. See, Christians believe what we were taught in biology, that there's male and female. But you have mentally ill people. I believe they're mentally ill. Right here on YouTube, the Atheist Experience Show, run by atheists, that actually say there's 72 different genders. In fact, if you say you're a unicorn. This is a thing. Did you know that? This is a thing. The Atheist Experience Show will say that your gender is unicorn. This is how atheism makes you stupid. The Atheist Experience Show, an atheist, when you start talking to them, you believe it's just male and female. They'll say, no, there's 72 different genders. They, we, ze, zim. There's a zillion different stupid... And yet they call us Christians confused, please. Now, have you ever noticed there's another atheist named Forrest Valke or something on the Atheist Experience Show. He's a nihilist. He says that nothing really matters. That's what nihilism is. Nothing really matters. There is no real thing called good or a real thing called evil. This is what nihilists believe. The Atheist Experience Show is full of nihilists. Well, he's a nihilist saying that nothing... You going? No problem. He's a nihilist saying that nothing matters, but he's real serious about it. He's real obsessed about telling you over and over that nothing matters. It matters to him to tell you that nothing matters. This is the comedy of atheism, folks. It is madness. We're going to be hitting some good speeds, and I can't wait because it's very hot. Now, you know, the Atheist Experience Show and all atheists, you ever notice, they're very angry at God. That guy Forrest that I was just telling you about, he calls God a dick. Tracy, we'll say it like that. And he says God's evil for making hell. I am so glad that God made hell. I don't want to spend my eternity with someone that believes there's 72 genders. I don't want to spend my time in eternity with Forrest, who believes nothing matters in life, and he's really serious about it, telling you about it. It really matters to him to tell you that nothing matters. This is how atheism makes you stupid. So the atheists say they're into science, but they promote 72 different genders. Let's see what else is on the list. You know, Christians believe that a woman miraculously gave birth to a little baby, Jesus. Yet the atheists mock us for this, saying that God can't do that. Yet they believe that a rock gave birth to all mankind. Oh, you foolish atheists. There's a reason why God talks about atheism in Psalm 14:1. All right, let's get some high speed. We got to get some air in here. The motorcycle's at 210 Fahrenheit. Woo. We have rain coming in, and it's extremely hot. Let's go to the next thing on the list here. Let's see what we got. So the atheists believe that DNA, as I mentioned, which is a language, and your lungs, your brain, your arteries, all this is by luck and chance. All this was created by luck and chance, according to the atheist. I mean, really, you gotta be so stupid to believe that. I mean, think about this. You have plumbing, built-in plumbing in your body that expels the waste. They believe that luck and chance did it. Remember, if it's not guided, it's luck and chance. Just remember that. If it's not guided... Oh, he's let me go. Thank you. it's luck and chance. I can't wait to get some speed here. We're almost out of this. Think about this. Your lungs, your heart, your respiratory system, they all believe is the product of luck and chance. You know what? Atheists really, let's go like this so she can go. It makes it easier for her. Atheists really can't believe that. They know that all these things were not created by luck and chance. I mean, please. Whew. I can't wait to grip it and rip it, this throttle. Alright, let's see what's next on the list. One of the funniest things is to ask them, how many transitional fossils have we discovered? This is hilarious. So, atheists believe that species can transition from other species. So what I like to do is ask them, beautiful car. All right, we're out of here. How many transitional fossils have we discovered? That's what I'll ask them. How many transitional fossils have we discovered? No, not you, ma'am. I'm not asking you. She's like, oh, 0. She was holding up 0. I mean, think about how many fossils would have to exist for a bat and a whale to share common ancestry. How many transitional fossils we should have showing that. It's really funny. Ask 20 different atheists, how many transitional fossils have we discovered? And some will even say everything's a transitional fossil. In other words, everyone's so nice. This guy in the Porsche is letting me... Alright, let's see what else, because we get on the freeway, this paper is going to rip off and blow in the wind. So, ask this question. Pick out 10 different atheists and say, if macroevolution is true, because, you know, there is no evidence for macroevolution, species to species transition, that this happens all the time, and all that. Microevolution has been proven, change within limits. But ask 10 different atheists and watch their head explode. Ask them, how many transitional fossils have we discovered that we could actually look at that are in a museum? Oh my gosh, look at this guy. She almost hit that car pulling out. Hold on, I wanted to make that light. Oh, the air feels so cool. Alright, so when I was an atheist, I realized something too. Of course, I was a kid. The little dirty secret of atheists that they don't want to tell you is their atheism is not based on evidence. What atheist is brave enough to debate me? I keep challenging them. They will not debate. They'll say, well, I'll debate other things, but I don't want to debate that. Here's what they don't want to debate. What has more evidence? God or atheism? I am willing to put up all my evidence for God. I've got tons of arguments against your evidence, of which there is none, for atheism. See, atheism is based on just rejecting God. It's really a weird religion, so to speak, that, you know, the United States courts have ruled that atheism is a religion. See, we have evidence for Jesus Christ. There's tons of arguments for God. Ontological argument, teleological argument, cosmological argument. Even the law of non-contradiction. Some people say, well, I'm an agnostic. Yeah, but the law of non-contradiction shows that either God exists or he doesn't exist. There's no middle ground. So we've got two choices. We choose, does God exist or he doesn't exist? There's no middle ground. There is no world where God doesn't exist and exists at the same time. There's no actual world. See what else we got. So I've been challenging atheists all around the world for over 10 years. Some of you were in elementary school when I started doing this. Some of you were in junior high school. Some of you were in high school. Some of you were in college. Some of you were in college and now you have careers. And you remember I've been challenging atheists since the beginning of time. Just prove that atheism is accurate and correct. What proof and evidence do you have that would finally at last prove they're just not letting me in, hold on, that atheism is accurate and correct? They've got nothing, folks. Oh, nice and cool air. Let's see what else we got. Now, atheists act like they're all nice. No one has murdered more people than atheists. The Columbine shooters, the atheist leaders of Mao, the Khmer Rouge, Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un, Stalin. They have murdered more than all religions combined. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of murders. When you think atheism, think genocide. What else we have on the list here? Oh, lastly, the atheists either say that nothing really matters in life. This is what they'll say. Nothing really matters. And they'll create shows like the Gay and Lame Atheist Experience Show, where they go on every week, and it's very important to them to desperately try to tell us that nothing matters. It really matters to them to desperately try to get us to be retarded like they are. And to say nothing matters. I mean, it's so important to them, they created a whole show called the Atheist Experience Show. Now, every now and then, I'll have atheists saying, well, my life has purpose. I'm going to prove to you that an atheist life has no purpose. Zero, zilch, nada. Is it not true that science has shown that the universe is dying and everything within this universe is going to eventually die? There will be no life. So when an atheist says, I mean, this is an inescapable fact, unless the Christians are right. God said he's going to create a new heaven and a new earth. So the Christian's worldview can have a purpose, explanatory scope. But the atheist worldview, there is no God that steps in and saves humanity. So on every single atheist worldview, yes, you too atheists, the one watching this video, you must admit your life has no purpose. Nobody will be around to remember anything that you did, or any evil you did, or any good you did. On the atheist view, everything dies. The universe dies. Everything dies. Christians think that is false. We have explanatory scope. We believe that God created DNA. We believe there's two genders, two sexes, male and female. We believe in science. We're not like the Gay and Lame Atheist Experience Show that says there's 72 different genders. And then they want to call you and I confused. Please, atheists. Nobody is more confused than an atheist. You know, I could respect someone that says they believe Zeus created everything. I have more respect for someone that believes in Zeus than an atheist, because at least the person saying they believe in Zeus believes in the obvious, that there is creation, design, order. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, atheism just makes you stupid. Look in the comment section below and you'll see a list of videos where I point out the atheist stupidity. I'll give you a few examples. You've all heard of Matt Dillahunty. Matt Dillahunty, I have a video you'll see in the comment section where he says he knows the Bible better than most Christians. He's an idiot, this guy. No offense to Matt, but he's very stupid. He said that Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the light," like a flashlight, L-I-G-H-T. Jesus did not say that. He said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life," L-I-F-E. These are errors, mistakes that atheists make. Is there any atheist out there that has the guts to answer my question? What proof and evidence can you provide that would finally at last prove that atheism is accurate and correct? Because it is not accurate and correct unless and until atheists answer my question that I've been asking that, like I said, since some of you were in elementary school, junior high school, college. No atheist has been able to answer that. Unless and until an atheist can answer that, atheism will continue to be making people stupid. It's just so stupid. You know, another example is Justin with the Atheist Experience Show denies modern cosmology. He denies that the universe had a beginning. Even Wikipedia admits the universe had a beginning. Justin. Oh my gosh, his atheism is making him insane. Anyways, check out www.shockofgod.com. Get your free audio Bible there.